All green lights, everything's a go. Money on the table, count it real slow. Pull up that rosé, twist up that Cali Dro. When you hustle hard, no matter what is hitting for. Now go.
What it do, son doodles? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, this video, I'm just going to do a quick recap of the NBA draft. Starting off, let me just say this. This NBA draft, it wasn't the best draft. You didn't have a lot of players in here that was going to, you can actually sit up here and say was the next superstar. You can get, hopefully Trey Burke can become that next superstar because I love his game, but we just don't know. But this draft was just, it was iffy, man. It wasn't that too many great players in this draft. Now, next year, it may be a little bit different. But first of all, let's talk about this whole Cleveland Cavaliers #1 pick. Now, everybody thought it was going to be Norris Noel, but it was a shocker, and I'm pretty sure, even he said he was shocked because this guy didn't expect to be the #1 pick. And this guy is Anthony Bennett. He's 6'7". He's pretty much a guy who, when in college, he can pretty much do it all. Shoot the three, he can dribble, he can penetrate. He pretty much was doing it all. On the college career. Now, a lot of people don't know what position he will play at, but I'm looking to see he might be power forward, small forward, somewhere in that range. But he's very versatile, so he might be a power forward, but he can, he's very versatile, but he'd be able to do different things. Now, like I said, everybody was shocked. This draft was overall just a shocking thing. You had so many trades. It didn't make any sense. It was just trade after trade after trade in this draft. It really wasn't that great of a draft. I mean, let's just be real, a lot of guys that we thought, like my whole mock draft was just all fucked up. It was just all messed up. I just felt like throwing all my paper away because it was a waste of time. Now, I'm just going to talk about some of the key people and the teams that they went to, like Oladipo from Indiana. He's with the Orlando Magic. I think he's going to be a good fit for the Orlando Magic. His game is just developing every year. He's athletic. He can drive. It's just a lot of things that this guy can do, and I think he'd be a good player in the NBA. It's not really too much to talk about, to be honest with you. I mean, Trey Burke, he got drafted by Minnesota, but he's with the Utah Jazz. Now, I think he'd be a nice fit for the Utah Jazz, but that's only if they have to bring Al Jefferson back or either Paul Millsap, or if possible, bring both of those guys out. But I think Trey Burke over the years is going to become that, I ain't going to say a superstar, but he probably can be a star player. He's a player, I think, out of all these guys who can come in and be a big impact right away. And that's just how great of a player he was. Is he a point guard? Is he a shooting guard? What position he is? We'll figure out when he gets to the NBA. Now, the guy that was supposed to be the #1 draft pick, Norris Noel, it was a shocker, but then again, I really wasn't too shocked because I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, they was pretty much looking like, what if this dude knee is not 100%? Like, what if he starts to play, then he get hurt? Then he may not even be able to play at the start of the season. So, and you can tell, to be honest with you, in this draft, he was looking a little salty. He was looking a little salty, Norris Noel. But if he felt like he deserved to be the #1 pick, then he would show that he has a lot to prove, and he will prove people wrong. Now, he got drafted by the New Orleans Hornets. The Pelicans. It's going to take me some time to adjust that name. But he got shipped over to the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Philadelphia 76ers actually had got Drew Holiday. Now, a lot of people was wondering, like, why the hell would you give away your all-star point guard on Drew Holiday? Now you have the Hornets who have Drew Holiday, Cain Vasquez, not Cain Vasquez, I'm thinking of UFC now, but Vasquez. You have Eric Gordon. We don't know what the hell was going to happen with Eric Gordon. But now you have Drew Holiday over there, and it's like, oh, and Austin Rivers. Let's not talk about Austin Rivers, So, hey, at least 76ers, hopefully they have a good replacement of Andrew Bynum, because we know Andrew Bynum, he just was a waste of time in the Sixers uniform. But I just thought it was very funny that the Pelicans drafted New Orleans. I'm thinking, like, damn, they just got Anthony Davis. So, like, what are they going to do with, they're going to do moving power forward? But, I just feel like the losers in this situation, that's 76ers are a loser in this whole draft because they got rid of their all-star point guard for a guy who we don't even know what he's going to do, okay? But the good thing, they got the 76ers also drafted Michael Carter Williams from Syracuse. So I guess that was their replacement for Drew Holiday. Now we don't know what this guy is going to do, but we just have to wait and see. I mean, he was a pretty good player in Syracuse and stuff like that. But and like I said before, one of the winners in this draft, Utah Jazz. They have Trey Burke. Hey, can't go wrong with that. I wonder why Minnesota had drafted Trey Burke and they had Ricky Rubio, but I felt like they was probably gonna have Trey Burke alongside of him, so that would have been great. Um, like it's not really too much I can go off on this draft. It was a lot of course, international players getting drafted. It was a lot of good ones. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of good ones that got drafted, but we just have to see because some of them they're probably not gonna play right away in the NBA. Oh, also. I love the Sacramento Kings pick Ben McLemore. I think he can be an instant impact player too if we just keep that consistency, that motor going. I think he's going to be a good player in the NBA also. I don't know about superstar, but he can probably become on that star level. Sacramento, they picked him up with the seventh pick. I thought somebody else would have got him higher, but hey, it is what it is. He's with the Sacramento. He's arguably the best, top prospect in this draft. Ben McLemore, Trey Burke. Of course, it was supposed to be Norris Noel. Those guys are going to be at top, but hey, we just have to see what happens. They also got a point guard, and they also got I believe they got a point guard, Ray McCollum, in round 2. But I think he will fit in well with Sacramento Kings. We just have to see what happens. I think him and Tyreek Evans can be a nice little tandem. You have Isaiah Thomas, so you just never know. We just have to wait and see what happens. This is the NBA. Anything can happen. Now, I'm just looking at my list of people. I was going to make a list of everybody who got drafted, but I'm not going to do that. But I don't know, man. I guess you can say Team International won because it was 7 international prospects, who was drafted in the first round. That's a good look. I mean, some of these guys are going to be good. Some of them are talented. Hell, one of them guys reminded me of Kevin Durant, just his size. I think he played for France, something like that. So, hey, and he can shoot the 3. I don't know his name, but you guys will see. But overall, this draft it wasn't the best draft, but it was also a good draft. A lot of trades happened in this draft. You guys know about the big blockbuster trade with the Brooklyn Nets and Boston Celtics. Some people may say it's not a blockbuster trade, but in my eyes, I feel like it's a good trade. We just have to wait and see. But other than that, man, that's just my little recap of the draft. I'm not going to get too deep into it. You have some guys who look like they have potential to be stars coming out this draft. Then you have guys that you just don't know can be good role players or can get to that borderline star potential. But my main guys that I was looking for was Trey Burke, Ben McLemore, Mason Plumlee. He's with the Brooklyn Nets. I feel like he's going to contribute well because his athleticism and his size alone. He's going to help out. Norris Noel, I was interested. I thought he was going to go to Cleveland, but he didn't go to Cleveland. But I feel like he'd be a nice little fit for the Sixers if healthy, and we don't know how he's going to be. Cleveland Cavaliers, they have a good player. We don't know if he's going to be that great, but of course they're going to get him more in better shape because that was a little problem. They're talking about with him. And let me just say this. I love the pick that my Lakers got. I think Brian Kelly from Duke, I love that pick because I feel like he's a good three-point shooter and also his size and his ability to drive. At least he was able to drive in college. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that in the NBA, but his three-point shooting, I think it will help the Los Angeles Lakers if they use him. If they use him, we don't know what's going to happen. And I wish we would have got Seth Curry, but I don't know why we didn't. But he got drafted. I just don't know where he went. I have to go back and look. If anybody know, please tell me. So yeah, my 3 Duke Blue Devil guys got drafted. That was cool. And hey, man, we have to see. I don't know if Aaron Craft got drafted. I'm sure he did, but I just don't know where he went. But I was interested to see where he was going to go. But overall, man, this draft was okay. You guys tell me what you thought about the draft. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. And I'm about to sneeze right now. Bless you. My allergies are all messed up. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share. You know what to do, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my new YfgM hip hop review page for music. Go to deadpip.com, livemixtape.com, and download MGA Graham by CJ De Niro. And deuces. You guys have a nice.
And remember, guys and girls, make sure you click the subscribe button, watch the previous videos, and like the videos.